return following. So the fact that the same people come back every day and the same chat is there, and we welcome everybody that comes in, meant a lot
Yes.
for me and my company.
Yes, I completely agree actually. That's what it's all about. The being able to meet all these people, like, the mods that we have are amazing people. I talk to them often. I get in game with them often. I like to bring in people from, Dexy has played with us in the forest. Disc has played with us. Willow, actually, your friend Willow has been in game with us too. Um, for those that do not know who this is, this fella is Mmacioce. He is the sponsor of the Pauly the Axe stream. Um, he is a king among men around here, as far as I'm concerned. Uh, and we're just having a chat with him to get to know some people. So, do you guys that are in the chat have any questions for him? Dex, Chaos, do you have any questions? Eli, if you are there. Pyro, you guys have any questions for Mr. Mace? This might be too early for the fan base, man. Good looking king there, Pauly. That's what Chaos said. He thanks you. Pyro dropped the links.
I appreciate that.
Yes, indeed. Anybody have any questions for the man driving in the middle of the road while Skyping in? Awesome, dudes. It'd be hilarious if all of a sudden Fail showed up. She's probably sleeping, though. And Fanny. Lynn, I haven't seen Lynn in a while, actually.
I haven't seen Lord in a while.
Actually, yeah, Lord, too. That's true. Alright, here we go from Chaos, brother. What made you go into apparel and graphics?
Well, playing semi-pro football in the United States before going to Australia, the standard of jerseys and apparel that was being put out here was, your typical type of jersey. And when I got to Australia, their standards were 10 times better. It was just,
That's
um,
interesting, actually.
yeah, it was world class. And the guys that I got in over there, um, there's a company in Geelong, Australia, Geelong Sports Apparel, uh, and the guys there who I do some business with, their quality standards are phenomenal, and uh, their prices are amazing, that sort of thing. So I bring that sort of quality back to the United States and try
Yeah.
to basically up the game. Nobody here is producing what I can produce, and the teams that do wear my apparel, they keep coming back. So, and just by them playing it against another team, it's getting the word out. I don't do a lot of advertising. I grow my business small, um, and I'd rather grow by word of mouth than forcing it. So,
Absolutely, that's the best way.
and that's really what I want to do, is just to up the quality of product that's being put out here in the United States.
Yeah, that's business, man. Word of mouth and seeing what's needed
Right.
and filling that gap. So that's an amazing thing. Pyro's just telling us that he saw Fail online at 3 a.m. So she's likely dead. Ryder, what's going on, sir? Yo, bro, what we playing and bunning on today? Ryder, right now we got a new segment going on this morning. It's called Swinging the Axe. And the first person that has ever graced us with their presence while driving down a highway in Ohio is the sponsor of the Pauly the Axe stream and the owner of Awesome Apparel and Graphics, Mmacioce, as you can see on screen. We got a little bit of history from Mace. He's been all over the world. He's been working in apparel and graphics for quite some time. He was in the military in the United States for a time. And if you'd like to ask him any questions, Ryder, about becoming the sponsor of the Pauly the Axe stream or about himself, you can do that right now.
I am an open book.
There you go. So if you'd like to ask him questions about being a sponsor for Pauly the Axe or anything about himself that you might have missed, you can ask him whatever you like, brother. This is basically going to be a segment. What? Awesome. Mace hype. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Mmacioce hype. He's on screen live for the first time. So you can put a face to the name. That's basically what this segment's going to be about. We're going to do it often. And it's mainly going to be little known streamers that I personally think should get exposure to you guys, the Pauly the Axe fan base. And we're also going to bring in special people to the stream, like for me personally, like Mace, as the sponsor of the stream, who was so kind to kind of pick us up and give us that extra boost. So if you have any questions, Ryder, now's a good time, brother.
So Pearl Jam's not going to follow me up?
Pearl Jam's not going to follow you up? I don't know. You made the call on that, dude. What happened? Did you hear anything else?
I'm still working with them, but
Uh-oh. Oh, what was that last part? We missed it.
Are you going to have Pearl Jam in studio?
Oh, man. If they walked through my shop door, I'd probably pass out, dude. And then I'd get up and be like, "You guys want to be on my segment?" Oh, that'd be amazing.
Keep it up, you'll have them coming through the roof.
Yeah, I could interview those guys and ask them why they suck so bad at their job. Like, my God. Unbelievable, dude. Alright, anybody else have a question for the man behind the sponsorship? Mmacioce, the owner of Awesome Apparel and Graphics. Mikhail, Patty, how you doing? Sorry, mate,
That's right. Chat comes first.
There you go. Guys, Mikhail, we're talking to Mmacioce, the man behind the sponsorship of the Pauly the Axe stream. You guys got any questions for him? Former military serviceman that worked on planes. Man, that makes me realize you should come up here and work on the equipment that I work on. That is what my father used to do prior to opening the shop.
Yeah?
Yeah, he used to work on planes. Mikhail Fabry, becoming a fast regular in our stream in the chat, is asking, why did you start Awesome?
Like I said just prior, is mainly to bring a higher standard of apparel to the United States, to the amateur teams here and the youth teams here.
Because the quality was sucking.
Yeah, I mean, it was outdated. They were using the same non-stretchy mesh for their jerseys, and after experiencing a world-class product, I wanted to bring that back to the United States and make it. So it's been a long road to get that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's business through word of mouth too, man. Like we were talking about, it takes a little bit of time. So in relation to that and getting Awesome's name out there, for the people that just showed up, like Mikhail, he and Patty Mum Mums, which I love saying, Patty Mum Mums. Maybe they'd be interested in just a quick recap of why it is you decided to get into Twitch and sponsor this particular stream.
Sure. The big thing was the interaction. I did do a lot of research on other streamers when I finally decided to branch out past the sports and get into more of a gamer mode. Because
you have a love of gaming, yeah?
I do. gamed ever since I owned a Commodore VIC-20 when I was a kid. So, programmed all my own games because my dad was an idiot.
Nice.
Well, you tell your dad you want to play video games. He gives you a keyboard. Says if you want to play video games, program all your own. So that's how that started.
Done.
And once I did all the research and started watching all these streamers, came across Pauly playing Stranded, and I was hooked from there. Between the interaction with the stream and the appreciation for any donation that came in and all the followers.
Always.
Yeah, I've with that, I've dropped some donations on others just to see their reactions, and some's like, oh yeah, okay, thanks, no appreciation no matter the size, and as somebody that's donating, you don't know how much money that person has,
exactly,
and their ability to give it to somebody to play video games, and
yes, that's where the appreciation comes from, with that thought right there.
Yeah, so I've seen people give their last penny to watch somebody because they appreciate the entertainment, and that person just doesn't give any sort of appreciation back. And I immediately unfollow and move on to the next. So
there you go.
You kind of hit every check mark on the list, and after we started chatting afterwards, our business mindsets were pretty much the same.
Yes, indeed they are. Okay, and now I'm going to cut you off and say, Chaos just asked, how did you come up with the name Awesome?
Oh, that one was actually pretty easy. And it wasn't all mine. It was, I was starting a international football series where we were going to bring some Australian teams over here to beat up on some American teams. And it was going to be an Australian-American series. So one of the guys who's actually an apparel designer in Australia came up with AUS for Australia and AM for American.
There you go. So essentially it stands for Australia American Apparel and Graphics.
Exactly. So it started in Australia and it's now here in the United States.
There you go.
However, we do service worldwide.
Yes, that is one important thing about Awesome you guys should never forget. You can talk to or message Mace on his Facebook page, Awesome Apparel and Graphics. You can go through the Pauly the Axe Facebook page to get there too. And they do work for people all over the world. There are no limitations. So if you're in Europe somewhere, that is okay too. So if you're digging the work that you see on Awesome Apparel and Graphics page, don't be afraid to send them a message if you have needs for that. Love your Aussies, hey Mace? That's okay, I said.
Yeah.
That's a known fact, man. That is a known fact.
And if you go to the Pauly the Axe Facebook page, you can see the t-shirt.
That's right. You can see the apparel that we got going on there, the gear that Mace has thrown together. We'll be sporting those soon, hopefully.
Well, you can see me wearing the shirt from Friday.
Oh, did you put it on there already?
I did.
Oh, dudes, go and check the Facebook page for Pauly the Axe. We should throw that up on the what do you call it, the YouTube page too. I'll throw it on Twitter. Nice. Awesome, guys. For those of you just joining the new segment, Swinging the Axe, we have Mmacioce, the sponsor of the Pauly the Axe stream. Beanie hype, Pyro said. Oh yeah, man. We're gonna change out this Canada one. We got the beanies coming. I will keep you posted. We're talking with Mmacioce. He is currently on the highway in Ohio. We have stolen him on his quiet, mellow ride into work and thrown him into Canadian Twitchery fame, as far as I'm concerned. So, do you guys have any questions for this fine gentleman? We may be getting similar questions that people may have missed, actually.
I'm happy to repeat myself.
Tale of the Cave. I have not seen you before. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream.